So, what I put? I already forgot what my title was. Skate Stories Sunday or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, so came on here, talk about some. I don't know. Let's make some content. Talk about some stories. Let's see. Where can I set one off? So, let's talk about one time I went to, let's see, we were with my homie Joey. It was me, Joey, Doug. Oh, what is his brother's name? Damn, I forgot. Anyway, it's Doug's brother, or like half brother, or step brother. Maybe it was a step brother, half brother. I don't remember. Anyway, it was his brother somehow. So we went to go skate Claremont Skate Park. Damn, somebody else with us? I don't even remember us. We went to go skate Claremont, right? Went down, we were skating. It was pretty cool. I think it was the first time I've been to Claremont, I think. It was tight. It was a pretty tight skate park. I liked it. I went a couple times after that time. But this time, so we were skating there. Then we went to, I was kind of getting I was doing okay that day. I remember I ollied over the bench, like a seating bench that was right there. Ollied straight over it, which was kind of cool that day. So I was trying to ollie-oop back 180 over this rail. They had a rail that kind of, has one little kink, goes down. It goes straight for a little bit, then goes down. But then under it was like a kind of like a quarter pipe. So I was trying to ollie-oop back 180 over it, right? I was trying. A couple times I got close, but this one time I did it. Excuse me. I like hyperextended my knee or whatever. Like I landed and I landed and put my hyperextended. Yeah, I put my foot down and my knee went like the other way, and it was like ooh, and I was like oh, like I was done after that. I was toast. I remember I fucked my shit up that day. So I was hurt. I was kind of sitting the rest of the time while everybody was skating, and we decided to leave. And I want to say we stopped at Ontario Mills, I think, for some reason. Went to Ontario Mills, and we walked around Ontario Mills, like, all the way around, and my ankle, or my knee was, like, wasn't having it. What's crazy, it's the same knee where my meniscus tear is. But, we walked all the way around fucking Ontario Mills. I was in pain, dude. I was like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we here? We don't have no money. We just went down there to walk around. I don't even know. I don't remember how we went, if we ate anything while we were down there. We used to go a lot of places with no money. I guess we just saved up some gas and we're like, well, we'll just drink water instead of eating or some shit. And I think at this time I was in high school still, so it must have been 11th grade. I was going to Asperia High. I want to say 11th grade. 10th, 11th grade? I think 11th grade. Anyway. Walked around Ontario Mills, all in pain and shit, fucked up. So then we were like, fuck it, let's get this kind of starting to get dark. So we're like, let's head back up the hill. And this is like 99, 98? 99? I think it was 98. I think it was 98. Anyway, so I used to be able to just drive right up the hill. Used to be able to drive down the hill, no problem. Drive up the hill. And these days, Horrible going down the Cajon Pass. Fucking traffic is out of control. It takes you hours to go both ways. Retarded. Always fixing the road. They've been fixing that road for like 20 years, I think. But anyway, so we're coming back up the hill. Back then, used to get off on Oak Hills and used to take the sideway, go to Ranchero. Now, like, Ranchero's an exit and it's all different now. But back then, you used to have to exit this to go along like parallel with the freeway, and then you hit Ranchero and turn off, whatever. So we're going, and on the side of the freeway, there's like some shit going down. Like there's like 4 cars parked. All these people are standing out on the shoulder. We're driving by, and we're like, oh, what the fuck is that? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, are these fools fighting, or what the fuck's going on? So we made a U-turn and go be nosy. You know what I mean? We made a U-turn and we started driving back. We looked and it's kind of like was fizzling out after that. Like we were like, oh fuck, like bummer. We didn't catch no beef. Like it was whatever. Before cell phones, I mean there was cell phone, but not, you know, like these phones where you can fucking screen record everything or whatever. Anyhow, so nothing happened. We were bummed. Made a U-turn for nothing. So we're going back. Now on Mariposa, before you go to Ranchero, on Ranchero, it's a stop sign. Only one stop sign coming out of Ranchero, like a T, you know what I mean? No stop sign this way. There's a stop sign this way. Whatever. So we're going, and we're passing. For some reason, we're passing Ranchero. I don't know, we're going to go down to Bear Valley, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we're coming up to Ranchero. There's a big-ass truck, like a older, I want to say it was a Silverado, I think. Like an old-school Silverado, like extended cab or whatever. Like a big one with like one of those work racks. Like a fucking work rack on the back of the bed or whatever. Gray or rusty gray or some shit. So we're going past it. It's at the stop sign. Like right when we pass the street, they decide to go. They just fucking gun it. So I remember I was holding on the little fucking oh shit handle. You know what I mean? And I'm just like talking away. Like we're like laughing, and we're kind of baked. I think for some reason we had weed, so we were stoned. And I was like laughing or whatever. And then I just see like a super bright light, like from the window. And I was like, oh, like I go to look over, like it was like slow-mo, dude. And I go to look over, all I see is headlight. And I didn't even get to finish. I was like, oh like didn't even get to say, you know, I mean the whole word. I was like, oh bam, we get hit. I was holding on the little handle. I kind of just like tightened up, like, bam. Again, boo, we get hit. I like open my eyes for like a split second. Like I kind of like open my eyes real quick, and I just see like glass, like. You ever seen like those old fucking attorney commercials and shit or whatever? You've been in an accident, and it shows the car like getting hit in slow-mo, and like there's like glasses all flying and stuff. So that's what happened. Glasses all flying across the car, and just closed my eyes again. Sure. Like we were kind of like skidding. We skidded this way. He tried to correct it. He kind of went the other way again into the other lane. And coming towards us was a Caprice station wagon, you know, like, you know how they have like 90s Caprice station wagon, had like the wood paneling type looking shit on the side. Anyway, it was one of those coming at us, and my friend's like, oh shit, so he like turned the other way. My friend Joey, he turned the other way. Fuck, turned out the way, just missed that car head-on collision. Like we fucking missed it, and he just like slams on the brakes, and we're like sliding. And like right when it stopped, we were like right in front of a fucking telephone pole, like right in front of us. Like we stopped right at it, and it seemed like we went further away, but we didn't. Like it felt like we went down the street, but we were literally like the corner where they hit us was like right there. It seemed like. So we got hit. Bam! My friend hops out. Joey's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, like he was so pissed. He didn't, you know, because it's his little Hyundai. He had a Hyundai Excel 4-door hatchback. Damn, did it have the springs out that time? I don't think it did. Put the springs back in. Anyway, fucked his car up all on one side. You know what I mean? And I got my friend Doug was passenger seat, and his arm was bleeding, and my knee was throbbing, dude. It hurt so bad. So he gets out, fucking talking to these dudes. How the fuck did we call 911? Somebody called 911. I don't know who it was. Somebody saw or something. I don't remember what really went down. I don't think we had cell phones. So I don't know how cops got there. I think somebody called 911. Anyhow, fire department showed up. Right? It showed up. I think we all got out the car. And when we were getting out, there was 2 dudes and a chick in the truck. And one of the dudes like bounced out, like took off behind these like juniper bushes and shit. And then he came back out. And then, then the fire department came, whatever. So, the fire department's come and talk to us, ask if we're all right. They're wrapping my friend's arm up because when the truck hit us, the rearview mirror, like swung around and hit the passenger window, and that's what broke all the glass everywhere. It was the mirror swinging around and breaking the glass. And like cut his arm or whatever from the glass. So because he was a passenger, you know what I mean? And they asked me if I was okay, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like, I was all paranoid because I was high, you know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, they're gonna find out I'm smoking weed, you know what I mean? Like I'm still thinking about the weed part, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm good. Like, like if I was illegal or something, they're gonna run my social, you know what I mean? Like, I was born here, but anyway, so I think I just said my knee was hurting a little bit or whatever, and they put like some ice pack. You gonna be all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. My eyes were all fucking. I was still I was sober, but at the same time, I was like, after I was starting to calm back down again, I was kind of like feeling like I was stoned again. You know what I mean? Because I was like kicking it now. Adrenaline wore off. So my friend Joey told like one of the cops that showed up, was like, hey, they fucking went around the corner right here, and like, I think they were hiding something, you know what I mean? So the cop was like, what? Like, yeah. And so the cop went around the corner. He found a case of beer. Fucking people were drunk driving. He found a case of beer. I don't know if they were drunk, but they were drinking and driving, you know what I mean? So there was like a couple beers missing, and then there was still like some beers in there. Not missing, but they were like drank, you know what I mean? Like, you drink beer, you put it back in the empty case, whatever. So I think one of the guys got arrested. We never knew what happened. I didn't know what happened after that because I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm cool. Well, my friend Doug gets home. We all, was he able to drive it home? My friend Joey was able to drive it home. I remember, I think the tire was just rubbing all crazy on the way home. Like, oh, can you drive it? Like, yeah. Like, nobody had AAA or fucking nothing like that. We were all kids. Yeah, it still drives home, so it's like making a crazy rubbing noise, like all the way back to his house. I went with them because I don't think I rode with anybody. I think they took Doug. I think the ambulance took Doug because I think he needed some stitches or some shit like that. So they took him, and his mom picked him up from the hospital or whatever. Took me back home. I think I went back to Joey's house, and I didn't even tell my mom, like... Like the next day, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, we got an accident yesterday or whatever. You know what I mean? So, anyway, yeah, so a day or so went by. I think we figured out how to drive Joey's car without it rubbing, the tire rubbing. He jacked it up and he like jammed a piece of wood in between the springs and shit so we could fucking drive it around still. He just couldn't get in on the passenger side. Like, you had to get in from the driver's side or from the back and like hop over and shit to the passenger side. But we seen Doug's mom. They were kind of squarish or whatever. Doug's mom was all mad and shit. It was like, oh, like, I don't want you hanging out with them. They were fucking got in the accident or whatever. Like, but we were chopping it up with them, and I guess I don't know if his parents got him an attorney or something. I remember he got like $4,000 or some shit like that. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, because he had to take an ambulance or something, like, since he had to pay, and I don't know if it was the insurance. I'm assuming it must have been the insurance that paid them, like other people's insurance or something. I was a kid. I don't really know what was going on at that time. I don't think Joey had insurance on his car. I don't think. I forget. I can't remember. But I was thinking, dude, if I would have had them see me, like they would have took an X-ray of my knee, like seen that it was fucked up, like or MRI or something, and I probably would have got broke off, dude. Like way more than he did with his little scratch, and I could have blamed it on like the skateboard incident earlier and said the accident caused it. I mean, the accident helped. This is old school car, so it had the window crank. You could fucking roll up. So the little window crank like handle you grab, I had like an imprint in my knee from that shit. Like when it hit me, it had an imprint for like a week. Maybe I had like a circle and it was all bruised and shit. And I don't know. He drove that car around for a minute. We still fucking mobbed around. He started 4x4ing it because he was like, fuck it, it's all fucked up. Like, started driving through the desert and shit all crazy. Like, I don't remember what car he got after that. But I know we had that car for a minute. We were driving down that little fucking Hyundai for a while. Even though it was all fucked up. Like, let's see. What else happened? That's kind of it on that skate trip, dude. I wish I could remember his brother's name. His brother reminded me of Mark Johnson, the skateboarder. He looked like him. Like he skated better than Doug. Like we took Doug. Doug was cool. Like he kind of skated ish. But it was cool when he invited his, I want to say stepbrother, half brother. Anyway, when he invited him, that fool like was. Doug was kind of a goofball type kid, you know what I mean? And his brother was chill, stoner like us. Like we kind of all like, we goofed around too, but like more G, I guess you want to say. You know what I mean? Like Doug was cool, but his brother, we invite him so he can invite his brother and shit to come with us so we go skate. And I think his brother, I want to say his brother lived in Big Bear. We drove pretty far to go pick him up, I remember. And I want to say it was Big Bear he lived. And he was good at snowboarding and shit too, I remember. I mean, I never seen him snowboard, but I heard he was good. Like, back then it wasn't like Instagram or YouTube or nothing, so. But yeah. So that was a crazy adventure to Claremont. I think the first time we went to Claremont, I think that was the first time. Fucked my knee up. I'm wondering if that and the accident, maybe there was an underlying issue with my problem I have now with my knee. So, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know. Who knows? But, yeah. So I thought I'd just share that little tidbit with y'all. Man, what shoes was I skating back then? Let's see if I can think about the setup I had. I used to always skate Destructo trucks back then. So I think I had Destructo trucks. Man, the wheels, what kind of wheels did I have? Santa Cruz wheels, maybe? I think I had Santa Cruz wheels for some reason. The skateboarding is not a crime. Santa Cruz wheels. I had those. Destructo trucks. I'm pretty sure I had a Pharmacy blank. They used to sell Pharmacy blanks. Like, I miss just a regular old blank board, dude. I don't know what. Just a regular old stained blue or green or something board. Like, something about those boards, dude. They're sick. I just miss skating a blank. Put stickers on it or whatever. But they were Pharmacy blanks. They were good. They were good boards. $25 for grip. Couldn't beat it. So I had a Pharmacy blank. Just had regular old shop hardware, shop bearings. Even to this day, I buy shop bearings and shop hardware. I don't know. I don't even know how much the bearing. They used to be $8 for some like 8-back 6s or 7s or so. I don't know what they're on now. Probably like 12 or 15. I don't know. They were good. You know, they'll last for a while. And if you need another set, they're only $8. You know what I mean? And the hardware, I think, is $3. Or back then, might have even been like $1 or $2, or sometimes they even just shoot it to you. You know what I mean? So, And then for the gear, see, I think I was skating Costins. I used to love the Costin ones, dude. Those shoes were the shit. The S Costins, dope. I had the blue with the gum sole. Fire ass fucking shoes. Those shoes were so tight. I used to skate those. I want to say I was wearing a fucking beanie cap or whatever, beanie hat or whatever. You know, the beanie with the fucking brim. It was either, I think it was a Black Magic one, or it was a 4-star. Maybe it was Black Magic. Could have even been TSA. Ah, fuck. It's a TSA. It was either one of, I don't know. It was one of those. I want to say it was a Black Magic one. I don't know. We used to wear those fucking beanies because Tom Penny. Like, we all loved Tom Penny. Dude, Tom Penny was the shit. Dude, I don't know what it was about Tom Penny, but, you know, like kind of a smaller shirt, baggy jeans, shoe, you know, puffy shoes, and a fucking beanie. A beanie brim or whatever the fuck you call them. You don't see those anymore. They used to be pretty. I used to bang them pretty tough, I remember. But yeah, that's what we were wearing. What else was crazy about that story? That's all I could think about was that. Had a good day skating until I fucked my knee up. Oh, you know what? You know what kind of boards we were skating? Matter of fact, it wasn't pharmacy board. So Doug's stepbrother or whatever he was, whoever he lived with, his dad or some shit like that, they were getting these double printed shorties boards, like misprints or whatever, like they screen printed them twice or some shit. Like, they were fucked up. The graphics were, but they were good boards. And I remember he came up on some and shot us one or whatever. So we used to skate those for a minute. Like, he kind of had a decent amount for a minute. He had a pretty. His dad used to go to the skate park in Rancho. I think is it in Rancho, or is that considered Ontario? Oh, excuse me. There used to be this skate park that was kind of like, fuck, what was that street? Kind of by Ontario Mills. I guess it would be Ontario. Hospitality, or whatever, I think it's called. Or Elm. I think it was Elm Street Skate Park in Ontario. Or Rancho, or whatever that's called. Used to go there and sell the boards. I remember he used to try to sell them and shit. Like, we rolled with them one time over there, and he was trying to fucking sell them for $20 or some shit like that. But we were just skating them. Like, I didn't care what the graphics looked like on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, like, we were free decks. And he had a big ass roll of grip tape. We used to just fucking grip our boards and shit and skate. So that's probably another reason why we used to kick it with Doug. It sounds bad, but his brother was cool and his brother had the connections, but we knew Doug, and like, he was like, oh yeah, my brother skates or whatever, and he came with us, and then he ended up being cool. So, but yeah, so that's all I can remember, I think, of that story. Yeah, maybe I'll share one next week on Sunday, because I'm at work. On Sunday, I work fucking 9 to 3 a.m., 6 hours, which is boo-boo, but whatever. I don't do shit. Hasn't been a move this whole time. I've been here since 9. It's 11:35. Not one move. The last move was at 6:30. 6:28. So the dude before me wasn't doing shit either before I came in. So, well, he did most of the moves, but maybe I won't have to do any, hopefully. Drink another cup of coffee and finish watching this movie on Netflix. But yeah, so next Sunday, Try to make it an everyday thing. I mean, everyday thing. Every Sunday, every week, weekly fucking thing. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. If you want to listen to my wacky and wild story, tune in next week on Sunday. But I might put out some shit in between. We'll see. I don't know. Go find my Instagram, Artie the One Man Party. I'm always putting random shit. I forget how it's spelled on there. On here, it's easier. It sucks on fucking Instagram. You can't. It's a real long name. On here, it fits, but on Instagram, I think I have it as ARTYDA1, then man, and then it's PRTY, not PART because I couldn't fit it in. So PRTY, Artie the One Man Party. Artie the One Man Party. Pretty. No, because the A is missing. Anyway. So, yeah. That's all I got for you this time. And then I'm going to catch this movie and see what's crack-a-lacking next week. Or in between. Or something. I don't know. See what happens. Yeah. All right. Dukes.